Welcome to the Diet Starts Never podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Nigro, aka Coach Rach. This podcast will teach you how to live your healthiest life in and out of the gym and put yourself first again. Oh, and we get long-lasting results here. I've made it my mission to help my clients ditch the diet mentality and heal their relationship with food and themselves. After transforming hundreds of bodies and minds, it's your turn. Are you ready? What is up, you guys? Coach Rach here with episode 6 of the Diet Starts Never podcast. I have to apologize because this episode is indeed a week late. I was sick as a freaking dog last week. Monday through Friday, I literally couldn't even walk my dogs. And if you know me, you know those are my babies. And I must have been really sick if I couldn't do that. Anyway, we're going to jump into it. This is an important episode to me. So recently I lost 15 pounds without even trying to lose weight. Yeah, I know that sounds a little weird. Hear me out. So literally my goal was not weight loss, and I had zero expectations to even lose 1 pound. My goal was to be healthy, and that's exactly what I did. I stopped searching for happiness elsewhere and started embracing happiness from the present. So in this episode, I'm going to tell you exactly the mindset shift you need to make to do this and exactly what I did to lose the weight. And at the end, I'm going to tell you how you can do the same with my new program. So I'll basically give you a full rundown on that. But let's jump into it. So how I entered this cut was everything and the most important reason why I was so successful. Like I said, it was a complete zero expectation weight loss, meaning I did not step on the scale once until I looked in the mirror one day and said, I fucking love how I look. So I knew my weight roughly from the beginning of my cut, but going into it, the scale stayed like behind my bathroom toilet the entire time. I didn't pull it out once because I didn't want it to discourage me. I didn't want to let it have any control over me. So instead of letting an object that means nothing use me like that every single day during this cut, I focused on getting healthy and how I felt in my clothes and how I felt when I look at myself in the mirror. So before trying to lose weight, I need you to know some things. First of all, the scale is pure evil. And although it is a great way to determine progress, the number on the scale does not define you. It is literally just a number. The scale cannot measure healthiness, happiness, intelligence, or changes in your body shape. And literally keep in mind, the scale is a basic measurement tool that has very little correlation with fat mass, which most people are focused on when losing weight, right? We want to lose fat. A lot of doctors use BMI, your body mass index scale, to determine if you're obese. And I'm going to be real honest with you guys. If I put my weight and age on the BMI scale, it tells me I'm overweight, which I most definitely am not. So I've heard a lot of people say a pound of muscle weighs more than a pound of fat. A pound is a pound, people. What is true about that statement is that a pound of fat takes up a lot more space than a pound of muscle. I want you to open up your hand as wide as you can, spread all those fingers right now, and look at it. And now what I want you to do is close and make a fist as tight as you can. Do you see the surface area that your hand takes up when it's as wide and how much smaller it is when it's shrunken like that? So that's what a pound of fat compared to a pound of muscle looks like. That pound of fat is going to take up a lot more area on your body than that pound of muscle is. So that's what people mean when they say muscle weighs more than fat. It doesn't weigh more, pounds a pound. It just takes up less room, which is why two people at 180 pounds can look completely different. A lot of people like to use the scale as an excuse as well to say that weightlifting is making them bulky. Do you guys know how long it takes to build a pound of muscle? Like, oh my God, I've been trying for years to get my muscles as big as possible, and it's only gotten me this far. So that goes with a pound of fat as well. If you work out for a week and eat healthy and the scale goes up at the end of the week, it is not from gaining muscle or fat. And most likely is from another stressor, bloat from your period, sodium, an external stressor, whatever it may be. You cannot physically gain a pound of muscle, really, or a pound of fat that quickly while actively trying to lead a better life. So now that you understand that mindset that I have towards the scale, towards how I entered this fat loss phase, how did I actually lose this weight? Before speaking about my weight loss, I need to always make it very clear that I have been living this lifestyle for over 10 years. I've been lifting weights since I'm 15 years old. Shit, that's 12 years now. I'm 27. And I've been tracking macros since about 17 or 18, so that's 10 years now. My results did not happen overnight. This is not the first time I've been the weight that I currently am or this lean. And everything I'm telling you is because of the time I have taken over these past years to create my ideal lifestyle. It just so happens that my ideal lifestyle comes with a certain physique. My body is a direct result of how I take care of myself, how I live my life, the view I have on certain things. So to lose weight the right way, and I mean the right way, like the slow and steady, patient way, I mean, it takes a lot of patience because it is a process, and you most definitely need to trust this process. Some steps to this process include a reverse diet, a maintenance phase, a cut, and X amount of time spent in each section of that. So each step of the process. A reverse diet is slowly increasing your calories up to your maintenance calories. So basically coming out of a deficit into eating an amount that it takes to maintain your weight. A maintenance phase means eating the calories it takes to maintain your current physique. And a cut means eating in a caloric deficit. Remember, you never want to be in more than a 500 calorie deficit. The time spent in each phase varies. It depends how long were you in this cut for. Were you a chronic dieter? Have you done fad diets your entire life? Do you have an underlying condition? It's specific and individual to each person as well as somebody's calories. So I'm never going to share my calories with you because they're specific to me, my body, my lifestyle. I will tell you guys the steps that I take, but remember, they're specific to me. So what works for me may not work for you, or it might. We have to adapt it to the way we live our life. I work from home and I am a fitness professional. So my time spent in the gym may look different than yours, but it doesn't mean that we cannot adjust the protocol so that it still serves the same purpose for you. Get what I'm saying? So I started this process with a reverse diet starting in September last year. I did a maintenance phase from about November to December on until April. And then in April, I started a very slow cut. During the reverse, I wasn't training often. So I was going through a really hard time back then and was doing the minimal. But over that time, I knew that I needed to do a proper maintenance phase so that down the road I can have a successful cut. So I was slowly reversing my calories through the holidays. After the holidays, I got into a full maintenance calories and I focused on building muscle. So lots and lots of strength training, lifting heavy ass shit with minimal cardio. If I did do any cardio, it was low impact. So I wasn't hiking up the stairs. I wasn't doing any interval training. I probably wasn't even getting 10,000 steps in a day, if I'm being completely honest with you. But I was getting the minimal cardio that I felt was necessary in. So the cut. I did a very slow cut starting in April, decreasing calories because my goal with this cut was sustainability, meaning I wanted to lose the weight slowly so that I can keep it off long term. A healthy amount of weight to lose is 0.5 to 2 pounds of weight every week, of fat, I should say, every week. Remember, your body weight takes into consideration water, organs, muscle, bone, fat, everything inside your body. If you lose weight too drastically with a massive calorie deficit, your body cannot adapt. And as soon as you start eating more calories again, you gain the weight back. Hence why fad diets do not work. Let me give you an example. Optavia. Optavia. So for those who don't know, it is a 800 to 1200 calorie diet that is revolved around processed food that you basically add water to and stir. It's disgusting. It's horrifying and can do chronic damage to your body. So eating this low calorie diet causes your body to go into a shock. So you drop a drastic amount of weight very quickly. But then after some time, your body starts to panic and break down and go into a fight or flight mode, then realizes you're basically starving it. So it starts to crave the foods that it needs. It starts to crave sugar, things that you won't normally eat while you're in that cut or while you're eating that restrictive food or restrictive diet. Because everything is starting to settle in. Your body's starting to realize something needs to change. So let's say you go out for dinner one night and you eat 3,000 plus calories and then continue to do so. And next thing you know, all the hard work you just put into starving yourself is ruined because you gained 10 pounds after just losing 5. Make sense? So yeah, that's why I did a slow cut. I can't even explain to you guys how fucking good it feels to be able to look in the mirror and say, I love how I look. But it's so much more than that, because honestly, I loved how I looked before the cut. I've loved how I've looked for the past at least 5 years more, if not, because of the work I've put in, because of the mindset I have, the relationship I have with my body. It's so much more. I love how I look because I showed up for myself every single day with the intention of making myself as healthy as possible. You know, I've been talking about happiness a lot lately, mostly because I am experiencing pure happiness every single day. I posted a reel yesterday that said, happiness is about letting go of what you thought your life is supposed to be and just embracing where you are now and how special it is. And let me tell you, that fucking hit me hard. Really, really hard. This was a really tough past year for me. And I went through a moment of serious depression. During that moment, I didn't think I'd ever be happy again. And I was dwelling on what I thought my life was supposed to be and kept wondering, why me? Why did this happen to me? Why is my life not like this? Until one day I realized that's not getting me anywhere, and I needed to make a change. So fast forward a little bit, I put in work on myself. I said, fuck this, and did everything in my power to dig myself out of that hole, because if I didn't, nobody else was going to. I quite literally let go of what I thought my life was supposed to be and focused on everything I could do on a day-by-day basis to make my current life amazing. I focused on being in the moment. And let me tell you, it is fucking amazing. My life is great, and I'm really proud of it. I'm so happy of what I was able to do for myself, and my goal with telling you guys this is to help you realize that you can do the same. The life I'm currently living is a direct result of embracing the now. And I think this relates a lot to health and fitness. And trying to reach a goal that you have set in your head, you're probably wanting to get there as quick as possible because reaching that goal will make you happier, right? To reach that goal, people often neglect the steps it takes to actually get there because they're so focused on the outcome and thinking that their life will be so much better in the end and that they should just suck it up now until then. Yeah, focusing on the outcome, it is important. Knowing what you want, knowing your goals is very necessary to have that result. But why do you need to be miserable during the entire process? You don't have your ideal outcome yet because you're doing something that makes you unhappy currently. So how can you ever expect to reach that end goal without being happy where you are now? Happiness is not going to be there when you lose weight. It's here now as long as you allow it for yourself. You know, the secret to happiness isn't just going to pop up when you reach your fitness goal. You can literally have it in this very moment if you make a few small changes to how you view your life. Ask yourself, how can I embrace my life in this moment and make the best of it so I can be happy now and then? Quick example, if you're trying to lose weight quickly with a restrictive diet and getting nowhere, maybe take a step back and try and do it a little bit slower. Why set yourself up for failure when you know what you're doing isn't working, when you're going to be miserable through it? When you're maybe doing Optavia and eating 1,000 calories a day, knowing that you can't enjoy your life or go out or have foods that you love. But maybe if you slow down the process, enjoy yourself more and lose weight a little bit slower and more successfully. Get what I'm saying? Or you can lose it more successfully. Your life, your results, your happiness, your outcome is 100% up to you. You need to be your biggest supporter because no one else is capable of making you happy but you. So if you're searching for happiness through the number on the scale, you're never going to find it. Let's be the people that we want to be in the future right now. Already act like that person, even if you don't 100% believe that you are that person yet, and that's how you get there. So how can you actively embrace the now with your fitness journey? That kind of brings me into my new program, Diet Starts Never. Yes, it's the same name as this podcast because I truly am embracing the Diet Starts Never mindset. I don't want to ever feel like I'm doing a restrictive diet, and I don't want my clients or my loved ones to feel that way. So I have to give you guys a full rundown of this program because it is literally too good to be true. I do like to make it clear that my one-on-one coaching clients are my top tier, and they get the highest level of service from me. They get direct messaging access to me 24/7, unlimited resources, whatever they need, they will receive from me. I am there for them every step of the way, just like I want to be with all of my clients. But if you mean serious business and want the most accountability, then yes, one-on-one coaching is going to be a better plan for you. And I just want my one-on-one clients to know that you always are going to come number one and will continue to get the most support, plus have access to everything I'm providing with this new program. So what is this new program? Diet Starts Never program. It is an accelerated 6-week program to help you lose fat for good while healing your relationship with food and yourself. This program will literally teach you how to get healthier than ever through customized fitness, nutrition coaching, so you can finally get the results you've been chasing your entire life. It's starting Monday, September 26th, and enrollment opens tomorrow, September 1st. All the details, pricing, everything is going to be on the website. So I want you to imagine if you had a step-by-step plan to get the body of your dreams. Imagine you were able to go out on the weekends and enjoy holidays without regretting every moment of eating. Imagine if you knew exactly what you needed to do to live a healthy and balanced lifestyle, and that you finally got the results you've wanted and learned how to maintain them for life. Imagine you love everything you see when you look in the mirror from the inside out. So that's exactly what I designed this program around, and to free you from restrictive diets so that you can reach your fat loss goal while falling absolutely in love with yourself. Maybe you have been eating super healthy and you work out super hard but see zero results, or you've tried a million diets but the results never stick, and you hate the idea of getting dressed to go out because you don't feel comfortable in your skin or your clothes and you're afraid of overindulging. If you relate to any of this, then this is absolutely the program for you. So over these 6 weeks, we're going to work together and learn exactly what you and your body needs to build the healthiest, strongest, most confident version of yourself through flexible dieting and strength training with a lot of support. I'm going to be that lot of support for you. So what's included in this program? You will receive a 6-week training program. I'm going to give you the option to work out at home or in the gym. It's going to be delivered through my custom app. It's going to be very easy to follow, and I'm going to provide videos, exact explanations, rep sets, so you can step foot into the gym and know exactly what to do. You're going to get custom macros. So I will write you a custom macro plan so you never need to calculate them, but I will teach you everything you need to do to calculate them. You'll get a private 30-minute call. This is going to be just for those who pay in full. Again, explained on the website. The 30-minute call is just with me and you, and we will create a exact game plan, look at your current life and figure out what we can do to get you exactly where you want to be. The program comes with bi-weekly check-ins. So every other week, I will send you a video response with action steps to keep you on track to your goal. And I use something called biofeedback. So I will literally teach you the science behind your body and teach you how to proceed on your journey and how to adjust to your current life. I never ever want to give you a drastic change. We're going to take your current lifestyle and elevate it. With this, you will also get messaging access to me Monday through Friday, my nutrition guide, my fitness guide, my mindset guide. I'm going to be doing group Zoom calls. So there'll be an educational call at the beginning, middle, and end of the program. And they're going to alternate with your check-in week, so you will not go a week without speaking with me. And most importantly, you're going to get a community of like-minded individuals. Surround yourself with 9 successful people. You will be the 10th. Community is so important when working towards a goal. So that is the basic rundown. On the website, I'm going to have every single detail you need. I have a course of action for these 6 weeks, and it is going to be just like working with me one-on-one in a shortened amount of time. The reason I'm making it shorter is because I want to help you get you guys on a really great path. This is going to be my most affordable program to date, and I am really putting in the work on this for you guys. So if you have any questions, please DM me on Instagram. And everything I spoke about in this episode is what I'm going to be teaching in this program. I want to help you find your happiness right now. We're not going to wait for it in the future. We're going to have it really freaking soon. That's a wrap on this episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. I appreciate every single one of you immensely. So if you learned anything from this episode, please subscribe and share with a friend. And that's it. Have an amazing day, guys.